All righty, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday morning. It is day 18 of our 30-day yoga challenge. That is a little bit crooked. Hang on just a second. Some filming issues here this morning. All righty, let's get started. We're going to be in standing position. Most of today's workout is standing, so get comfortable with your balance points today. All right, let's get going. Hands overhead, stretching tall. Up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. A little bit higher each time until you find your balance. Hands to the back, clasp your hands together. And stretch, open that chest. Lift the hands if you can. And bending over just a little bit. Get that lower back started warming up. And release, back to center, release the arms. Crisscross, and all the way up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes, and open up to the right, gentle twist to the right, through center, and gentle twist to the left, through center, hips kicked out to the left. Oh, through center, keep those hips out to the right. And center. Woo, shoulder rolls. In the other direction. Let's take our eagle arms, right arm at the bottom, left arm at the top. Stack those palms as close as you can. This is a compression pose. Pulling those shoulders together, stretching the back of the upper back. And release all the way up on the toes, up on the toes, on the toes, and eagle the other direction. Left hand on the bottom, right hand on the top. Compress, compress, compress. Squeeze those shoulders together. And release one more time, all the way up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. Keep those hips out a little bit deeper. Through center to the other side. And center. Woo. Roll it down. Woo. Hands on the hips. Relax for just a second. Get your balance. Get your balance point back and forth. Find your balance on that left foot. I'm going to take one big step forward with the right foot. Bend that knee. Back foot turns just a little bit. We are in warrior one. Balance point in the heel and the front foot. Deepen the pose just a little bit. Move your foot forward until you're right on the edge of being comfortable. Open up to warrior two. Deepen the pose a little bit more. And windmill it down into side angle. Make sure you get your balance point. There we go. And a little deeper. And release, bring those hands to the center. Open those legs up and we are in a wide-legged forward fold. And we're going to get that other side simply by turning to the other direction. So we're going to leave our right foot where it is. Turn that left foot straight. And bring ourselves up into warrior one on the left. Weight in the heel and the inside of the back foot. Woo. Opening up to warrior two. Deepen the pose just a little bit. Strong gaze over the arms. And windmill it down for side angle. Woo. And coming back into wide leg forward fold. Woo. This is our transition point right here. Release the shoulders, relax the shoulders. Bend the knees, back up. Bend the knees, back up. Woo. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. You can use a block here. Do this on the side of a couch. Whatever your option, modify as needed. Woo. And from here, we're going to walk those hands to the right. A nice side lunge. And walk those hands to the left, straightening out that right leg. Deep side lunge. And walking it around to center, we're going to pivot those back feet. Bring that back right foot to meet your left foot, and we are in down dog. Hips high, shoulders and chest reaching for the floor. Pedaling those heels closer and closer to the floor. And walk it on up. One vertebrae at a time. Excuse me. Slowly, slowly. Coming back up. Arms overhead. Up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. And release. Find your balance point. On your right, let's find our tree. Whatever your option, find your balance. Ankle, knee, or higher. This feels good today. You can use props around you. Hands to heart, a few breaths here. And those little stabilizer muscles. Pressing that foot into the leg. Two more breaths. And release. Even it out, step it through, step it out. Find your balance point on the left. Let's find our tree on the left. Three. Two more breaths. There we go. And release. Some days are better with the balance than others, and that is normal. Woo, step it out, hands overhead. Up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes. And leaning forward, halfway forward fold, flat back. And this time we're gonna step forward on the right foot and lift our left foot just a little bit. Again, pivoting forward. Find that balance point, another balance pose. Leaning forward. And release. Feet together, even it out, hands overhead. Whew. Halfway forward fold, flat back. Find your balance on the left. Little step forward. Lift that right leg. Pivoting forward. If you fall out of the pose, remember, just come right back. And release. Whew. Hands overhead. Back it up, back it up. Up on the toes, up on the toes. Step the legs wide and drop down into our squat. We'll be on the floor for the rest, so you can relax. No more standing poses. Nice introduction to a few balance poses. Keep working on those. It's called a practice. Nobody's ever done with any of these poses. Hands up. And release, hands down, all fours, cat-cow. Whew. And release. I'm gonna come over to the wall here for the last little bit. If you don't have a wall, you can use a couch. I'm sure you have a wall. We're gonna get our booty as close to the wall as we can and flip those legs up for a nice hamstring stretch and circulation. Woo. Feel your lower back release. You can even press on your thighs with your hands. Anchor yourself onto the wall and the floor. Take about 10 breaths here. And we're going to drop that right leg down the wall, making sure that our left hip stays in place. So some sneaky core work here. Keeping the body even. Supporting through this pose. The leg is heavy. Counterbalance that by pressing down consciously on the left side. You can even use your hand, press down on your hip. And a little deeper. And all the way back. Equalize those hips. And drop the left leg down the wall. Again, making sure to anchor that right hip down onto the ground. Sneaky ab work. Pressing into the thigh if you need to for a little bit more support. Feel the stretch in the inner thighs. A little bit deeper. few more breaths here. And all the way back up. We're going to take our soles of the feet to the wall and lift the hips, wall supported bridge, and halfway shoulder stand. Lifting those hips, engaging the core. And release. Rolling down on the back, one vertebrae at a time. Legs straight out again. Whew. And arms straight out. Take a couple more breaths here. And really the benefit of the legs up the wall. You can hold this pose for 5 or 10 minutes, sometimes even 15. Great boon to your circulation. And bending those knees, we're gonna walk them down the wall. Coming up slowly into easy seat. Whew. Hands on your legs here, your knees. Close your eyes for just a second. Set your intentions for the day. Deep breaths. You can face the challenges of today. Embrace whatever's coming up. It's almost Thanksgiving time. Lots to do. Lots to stay focused on during the holidays. Give yourself grace and patience. And open your eyes, hands to heart. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today for day 18 of the 30-day yoga challenge. See you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Bye, guys.